So I get dropped at Middlebury Gap. Well, start with it is Tuesday, September 5th. I had dropped back off at Middlebury Gap, where I had vacated trail on Sunday. And I know that in, I don't know, like 5 point some odd miles, there is a Skylight Lodge out there where I wanted to stay Sunday night, but we weren't going to get that far. Actually, I think it's further than that, but regardless, I know there's a couple shelters coming up. I'm just going to go one at a time and see where I go, take my time, and not kill myself. Oh, there you go. The boys' shelter's in 3.2. Skyline Lodge is in 5.3. Emily Proctor, 7.1. So, I have options. I can go 5.3 today, 7.1 today. Take it a little at a time. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. So, we'll see when the going gets good. So, you gotta love climbing out of a gap. Because, you know, it goes up. It's fine. That wasn't that bad. I just hit the junction for Silent Cliff Lookout. I hear it's like 0.7 round trip. With some up and down. And that, it's not like, oh, amazing, epic view. It's a view that can be skipped. So I contemplated going over there, but I was like, you know what? Let's just stick to the trail right now. There's some other spur trails that are supposed to have really good views that I'll probably take. So I'm going to miss out on that one. I have to give a shout out to Tasha. She responded to my posts on the Long Trail Class of 2023 page. Trying to get a shuttle back here to Middlebury Gap to pick up where I left off so I didn't have to skip a section. And she took care of me free of charge. She was lovely to chat with about hiking and tell me all about the area, and that if, you know, I need anything while I'm out here, don't hesitate to reach out. It's her neck of the woods. She lives nearby. So, huge shout out to her for taking care of me this morning and getting me back to the trail. Being good company. Maybe someday I'll get a chance to hike with her. She seemed like a really awesome chick. I'm going so slow. I've been like pussyfooting through here. That first shelter was like 3 point whatever away from where I started. Not even there yet. No, I climbed up a big fucking hill and climbed. You know, that was a morning. Hey, how was your morning? I climbed up a hill and I climbed some more and I climbed some more and I climbed some more. And, what else? Oh, that's what else. Spiderwebs in my face. Oh, and then I decided that I had to pee 20 million times, so that had me stopping a few times. Pressure change. And I should have filtered my water in the parking lot to refill my main water bottle, but I didn't, so I stopped and did that and had a little snack because I'm pretty sure just climbing up that one fucking hill burnt breakfast out of my body. So, now we are walking the other mile I gotta walk to get to that first shelter where I'm gonna get some water and actually take a real food break, because my break was like quick. I dumped a mini bag of Cheetos in my mouth that I didn't eat last night like I should have, so it was something extra to fucking carry. So I inhaled that and my prosciutto and cheese. Okay, I know it sounds like a lot, but and a package of gummies, and yeah, and like I said, filtered water, tinkled a bunch, and now I'm just like, okay, let's go. With the exception of going up hills, knock on wood, I feel fantastical right now. Oh, look at this little clusterfuck. What have I done? I've been singing to myself and humming to myself and talking to myself and clearing spider webs off my face every 2 minutes. And during the flats when, during the flats when I don't need both trekking poles, I've had one up in the air in front of my face, collecting the spider webs for me because I'm over it. I'm almost there to the shelter. I don't think I'm gonna have lunch. I think I'm just gonna get water and use the privy because there's a viewpoint not far after it that I'm gonna probably go sit for lunch. But man, it smells like Christmas through here. And I'm surprised I can smell that over my current smell. It just smells like Christmas. It is so pretty. Yeah. I tell you, this just relaxing and taking my time thing is kind of enjoyable. It's taking forever, but it's enjoyable. And I'm not killing myself, which is awesome. I'd like to see humans at some point. I'm hoping that I will see humans up at this viewpoint because there's a side trail coming up. So, anyways, I'll see you guys for lunch. Okay, so I stopped at Boys Shelter. I was gonna go further for lunch to a viewpoint, but from what I read, it's pretty treed in, and there isn't anywhere to really sit or anything. So, decided to eat lunch at the shelter. This lovely older couple from New Hampshire came through, which is awesome because they are so blazing for me. It went this way, so I'm guessing this is the way the trail goes. But it's 2 miles from here to Skylight Pond Shelter, which is somewhere I was gonna go one night. I mean, it's early, it's 1 o'clock, but it's only got like some elevation loss, a little bit of gain, like 900 and some odd feet of gain. And there's a shelter shortly thereafter, Emily Proctor Shelter. I'm taking it one shelter at a time. So I get to Skylight Pond and see what my thoughts or feelings are. If it's super duper nice, I might just stay there because who cares? I don't have to go that far. I can go wherever I want each day. The only important thing I have to worry about right now is the water source that's allegedly up, well, further north on the trail past this shelter that I was just at. I do have almost a liter left. But, you know, more is always good. But yeah, it was awesome. The couple that I just met that stopped for a snack were a little bit older than I am, from New Hampshire. They were from the seacoast. And I'm glad we're all in agreement that New Hampshire is easier than Vermont as far as hiking goes. The train's just different in New Hampshire. So, yeah, they're still blazing the trail ahead of me, which is awesome. And I think I just found my water source. That seems to be a slow flow, but for the sake of having enough water, I will work with it. That hill ain't got none on me. Just kidding. Sweating again. Let's go look at the little view. I mean, it's not much, but here's a little bit of a view. I could have had lunch here. There's a rock. What was that person talking about? It's a bit obstructed, but it's pretty. I don't know if you can see it. I can't zoom in. I'll take pictures. Still slogging my way over to Skylight Punch or Skylight Lodge or whatever. Skylight Pond Lodge. I don't know. But it seemed video worthy. I went down, down, down. Now I gotta go back up, up, up to get there. It's so hot, I don't want to move like fast. I'm taking my time. And I find little spaces like this where it's a little bit cooler. Yeah, taking my damn time. Okay, it's not that much cooler. I'm fucking climbing uphill again. The humidity today is awful. Oh, Lord. There's a pond up there, but my understanding is it's not swimmable, which really sucks. Because, man, that would be nice. Hey guys, I think, yeah. So guys, dinner tonight. We're doing dinner tonight. I'm at Skyline Lodge, overlooking the pond, which is really pretty. I'll show you that in a minute, but I want to start cooking. Tonight we're having chicken flavored fried rice, nor rice side. And when it's done cooking, we'll mix in some chicken. But in the meantime, let's get this bitch to a boil. She gotta boil first. Alright. Get that on up there. I'll probably put it on a pita to make life easier and make it yummier. Now, let's get the little dirt off. Right now, I've got this shelter all to myself. Here, let you see what we're working with here. So, got a nice table area. There's a top bunk up there, bottom bunk down there. I set myself up over in this corner. And then there's a beautiful porch. It's fully enclosed. And look at that pretty freaking view. It's perfect. Let's see if we can zoom in a little. Some nice mountain views off in the distance. I guess if I go back up to the trail and cross it, there's the Skyline Trail has an outlook for sunset, and then this is a great spot for sunrise. We shall see. We shall see. But I'm the only one here right now, and it's awesome. Anyways, till later. Morning, world. I've been going for a few minutes now. Had a great stay at Skyline Shelter last night. around, I don't know, 20 to 7. Batman rolled in, and he was pretty cool to chill with for the night. He's here from Utah, so it's like, hey man, come to New Hampshire, I can give you some tips. If I go to Utah, you can give me some tips, some places to go. So I made a Facebook friend real quick. Beautiful stargazing last night. Beautiful sunrise this morning. So happy I stayed there. And yeah, now I'm just working my way to the next shelter. 2 miles at a time. I do have my earpod in, so that's helping. Some tunes keep me going. There's supposed to be a good amount of views today, so I'll be sharing those. I did a time lapse of the sunrise this morning, like a little one. I took a bunch of pictures, so I'll post those into my video. So I did that all with my phone. But yeah, we're supposed to have some good views today. The hope is to make 14. If not, there's a shelter that was 7 miles from camp. So we'll see where I go. I mean, started a little late because I didn't really want to leave. It was pretty. So yeah, until later, I'm going to keep climbing. Alright, so I took a spur trail to do Breadloaf Mountain, but it's pretty unclear where the rest of the spur trail goes exactly, so, and I'm in a cloud anyway, so I don't think there's going to be much in the way of views. I actually think it goes down that way to get to the viewpoint, but again, I'm in a cloud, like legit in a cloud, can't see shit, which is crazy because it was supposed to be sunny and hot. But that's okay, I will take this lovely cloud. Maybe I just climbed into it, I don't know. So I'm just gonna head to Emily Proctor Shelter, which is only like a half mile away. I'm gonna charge my GoPro a little bit because I apparently didn't charge it long enough last night. I figure I'd charge that while I use the potty. You need to know that, right? And continue about my day. So, yeah. Next up, shelter. Alright. Status update, guys. I did the 2 miles to shelter in reasonable time. Shit got real coming down to the shelter. Some really large, very slippery, wet rocks. Everything's wet out here. Even though it's not raining or anything, everything's wet. It's Vermont. So, I had to do some butt shimmying and maneuvering with trees and shit. But I managed. That slowed me down a little. Couldn't find the privy for the shelter. It took me a hot minute. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going up a hill to go to the bathroom. Just to go back down the hill to get water and get my shit. So I left out the shelter. Well, I found out the privy was like right off the fucking trail. Halfway up a hill, so a whole lot of up, down, up, down, up, down extra. It's okay. So now I've got like 0.8 or something to a viewpoint. Clouds keep coming in and out. So let's see if we get a view. I mean, every time I climb, it seems like I end up in a cloud, so who knows? But, I got 12.5 miles to go now for the day if I go to the shelter I want to, which is probably the better shelter to go to, seeing as the next one doesn't have a water source. The water source is like 2.5 miles prior to it, so I'm like, no. It just makes sense to go a little bit further, so we'll chip it away one viewpoint at a time. My overall day is like, to get to that other shelter is like 3580. So 3,580 feet of gain through the entire day. Having to go about, I think, 500 up to this viewpoint or something like that. I don't know. But every viewpoint is like a few hundred feet up and then a few hundred, well, however much down, but a lot of up today. So one spot at a time and get where we get when we get there. That's about all I could do. Mount Wilson Outlook. It's pretty. Not really anywhere to chill. It's like once you go down to the bottom of it, there's no view. It's obstructed. And the rocks are sharp, slanty rocks, but wow, pretty. Nice. So, I did a little snacky break at Mount Wilson's Outlook. Pretty little outlook. I had some footage with my phone. I was too busy being cautious on the slanted, sharp, pointy rocks going down to the outlook to put the GoPro on. So I got some footage of my phone, and now I'm gonna make my way down a little bit. I think it's like 500 fucking feet, and then back up 200 something feet over the next mile to Mount Roosevelt, where I'll have another view. I made it up to Mount Roosevelt, and it's crazy coming up. I know it was only 200 something feet, but usually I like stop partway up and have to like give my legs a minute, but they're feeling a little bit stronger today, so I cruised right on up it, which is freaking awesome. But look at this, look at this, look at this. Yeah, so cool. Here, there's the trail. I put my pack over there in the shade, well, off the rock, and then the trail is gonna keep going that way. Man, just stunning. This is the best view I've had so far, so I'm gonna absorb it. I'm gonna absorb the shit out of it. And then that is right here. That is where I was just at. Mount Wilson's view. And somewhere out there is Killington Peak. So fucking pretty. It's awesome, dude. Oh, I'm stoked right now. Worth it. Totally worth it. That's what it's been looking like lately. A lot of clusterfucks. So, let's play a game of hop over this clusterfuck. Well, that's sticking gonna fucking hold me. Let's just take a seat right here. Alright, over one. Don't lose my fucking water bottle. Under the other and into some mud. That's how we do it. Guys, I haven't seen a human since I parted ways with Batman this morning. I've made up so many different songs. My earbuds died. Dude, get off me, spider. Go back to the forest. I'm silk blazing again because I fell too far behind him. Which, I mean, was to be expected. He started from the beginning. He's been going at it for a while. He was going for a very long day. Silly bridge. It's fucking hot out here. It's fucking hot. And muddy. And, oh, fuck me. Alright. Our options are looking interesting. There's a rock right there. Oh, that root's broken. Okay. Let's put a blow down over a mud pit with a curiously placed rock on the other side. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Oh, maybe not. Here we go. Whew. Learn to stretch in ways you didn't know you could. Fuck. So I still have like 700 feet of up and 700 fucking something feet down. So a whole lot of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Blow down, blow down, blow down. But I did find the water. And I got some water. It's a little yellow. But it tastes fine. Do I can fit? I can fit. Oh, all right. Some bitch. What's a wet, shitty, slanted rock? Oh, man. All right. I go here, and here, and her, and her, and her. And then it's this. And we're going to use a tree, this tree, this tree. And then we're going to get stuck on a tree. What a clusterfuck. Alright. Now. God damn it. Just. Got sticks in my eyeballs. Sticks in my eyeballs. Whew. Man, oh man. They know how to make the fucking rocks out here. Shit. Alright, that was fun. Gotta continue on. Hi, Bug. It was so cruisy for a minute. And then it wasn't. And then I got mudded. Yeah, the whole foot went in the sinky shit. It was either try and walk on sideways, slanted on a very slanted, wet, muddy rock and probably fall completely in, or walk on the other side of it on a log, and the log just ended and there was nowhere to go but across and hope for the best. And yeah, the results of that are muddy wet feet. It's like 3 o'clock and Jesus Christ help me. Haven't even got to that next shelter yet, and it's still like 8 miles to the other shelter that I want to go to because they have water there. I got a couple more 100 feet down and like 700 feet up between here and wherever to get to that first fucking shelter where I'm gonna sit down and eat some more food, assess my situation. I did get water, so I have plenty of water right now. The downhill's helping with that because I'm not fucking dying of heat right now. And I did drink a shit ton while I was upstream. So that helped. You know, you gotta camel up sometimes. But yeah, I am muddy, hot, stinking fucking mess. And I'm gonna sit down and eat some more foods and see from there. Because I had 8 miles. Once I get to the shelter, I think I have 7 miles left. And it's like, okay, well, if I've already gone a little over 7 and it's this fucking late, how long is it going to take me to get to the other shelter, you know? I gotta see what the up and shit down is. Chances are I'll be staying at this next shelter. I'm only getting 7 miles today. Whatever. I have water. I gotta see where the next water source after the shelter is, because I don't want to be screwed either. Or if there's any stealthy spots up ahead near any kind of water. And then I can go a little bit further. Who the freak knows? Or maybe a trail angel will drop water at this shelter, because it's not too far from Lincoln Gap. Who knows? Hey, I'm going back uphill. So, I'm going to shut the fuck up. That's it. That's all for now. And you're like the final bit to get to the shelter, and it's just straight the fuck down. Man. Oh, God. Yeah, this has slowed me down significantly. It's just shitty fucking foot placement and shit. And very fucking steep. And it's like, hey, if you fuck up and die, you can fall off a ledge. Congratulations. Here, squeezing this crevasse with curiously placed fucking rocks and dirt and leaves. And I bet you there's some slippery shit under here too somewhere. If there is, I'll be the one to find it. I always am. Go here. Yep. How did you end your day? Oh, I don't know. I fucked up and fell down the fucking hill of wonder. Yeah, good girl, Barbara. It's one step at a time. One step at a time. Alright, some of these are placed in a manner that is ever so kind. Some of them not so much. Step there, here. Alright, that wasn't so bad. It just looked worse than it was. Just a whole bunch of fuckery. A fuckery to end the day. Yeah, big fucking step. Here. Okay. Oh, I see a sign. Okay. Okay, that's great. Cleveland Shelter. Cleveland Spring. We'll walk down there after. Alright, north on the long trail. Cleveland Shelter is this way, so let's go north. Wow. That's quite the clusterfuck, man. Oh, I see a shelter. Yay! Do I see smoke? Somebody here? That's where I'm going, guys. Alright, guys. Thursday morning, just after 9. I'm leaving very, very late. I woke up at like 6:30, but my stomach was giving me hell, so I had to wait that situation out. Ha funny joke. So I'm leaving Cleveland now, and I don't know, going as far as I can before it decides to thunderstorm. It's like a chance of thunderstorms and showers after 2 p.m. I had a great stay last night at Cleveland with some decent company. I met Skeeter, who is somebody that, I guess that's short for Skeeter, mosquito bait. But he had previously through hiked the AT, and he's done the long trail before. He was just doing it again. And then this lovely woman from California who does not have a trail name and is just out here doing a section. It's funny, it seems to be a trend. She's out in Vermont for a wedding. It was like the second time I've seen that happen so far. So I'm gonna hike up, I believe, Mount Grant is the first spot where there'll be some views. My battery pack is low. I'll probably get one more charge on my phone and my GoPro on it, just a little bit of a charge to get enough battery life to film and take photos for the day, today and part of tomorrow. And Brillo will be meeting me tomorrow. Water is scarce. It's like, I don't know, 5 miles to Lincoln Gap or so, where there's a trail I could take to get water, which is probably where I'll fill up again. And then another couple miles to the next water source. And then it's like several miles to the one after. So I'll be cameling up at every water source. Right now I have about No, 2 liters. So I'm good. But I'll see you when the going gets good. I'm just about like right there. Right here is the view of the summit of Mount Grant. I'm just about there at the summit, but here's a view before the summit. That's a mighty fine view. That's freaking pretty. I think it's like 110% fucking humidity today. Jesus Christ. If anything's gonna get me, it's gonna be the heat. But there you go. Mount Grant. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm actually gonna take out my phone and take a picture. Alright, later, YouTube. Guys, this descent down Mount Grant has been so freaking beautiful. I knew as soon as I said something I was gonna run into a little shit show. Sorry, it's just a little mud. But no, it's been so freaking cruisy. It's like, it was from the top, it was 2.8 miles to my next spot, which is the Meadows, which is a viewpoint. And it was a 1,500 and change descent, and like I think 200 and something ascent to get up to the Meadows. But coming down Grant, it's just been like curving and winding down the mountain, like little switchbacks almost. And then a lot of it's been super cruisy. There was one like a little area that was a little steep, not anything bad. I'm sure I'll run into some more bullshit. Probably spoke too soon about how cruisy, but I'm digging it. My fucking legs are like, okay, let's fucking trail run. Not gonna trail run, but no, it's just been super smooth, which is great because it's gonna help me make some time. See how long it takes to bust out that 2.8 or whatever I have left at this point. My pack feels great today. I think I repacked it different today. I actually did not put my sleeping bag in stuff sack. I just shoved it into the bottom of the bag and then piled the other stuff on it. And I made sure that my sleep pad, which is heavier, and my food bag were like resting right against my back in the middle, like laid out, stacked on top of each other. Making it feel so much better. Pack almost feels lighter. Well, I've eaten some food too, so I'm sure that's lightened the load. But no, I'm loving this stretch. So freaking perfect. Oh, I needed this today because I know I have a shit ton of descent left down to Lincoln Gap, and then I know I have a shit ton of ascent after that. That is probably gonna suck ass. Maybe I should just stuck with where I was at. Good Lord. But for right now, with the humidity and stuff, this cruisy shit is beautiful. I'm loving it. I'll take it. Anyways, until later, I'm going to continue on enjoying. Okay, guys, so I found the view in the Meadows to be very underwhelming. And it was so friggin' hot because it's just rocks beating in the sun. So, make my way down from the Meadows, and I'm going to try and find a spot to sit for a minute and take a break because I got to pee. Problem is, every spot I've come across that is flattened out is either baking in the freaking sun or in a mud bog of mosquitoes. And it's like, I don't want to chill with a bunch of fucking mosquitoes. So, gonna take her nice and slow down this stupid shit and find myself a spot to chill out in the freaking shade for a hot minute because I need a hot moment. It's freaking disgustingly hot out and humid, and that is starting to wear on me real quick. And the smell, man. Oh God, the smell. You could probably smell me coming around the fucking corner. I signed up for this shit. It's fucking awesome. Pretty badass if you ask me. Oh, I know. I'm just a crazy hiking chick. But yeah, that's my status update. I think there's another view before Lincoln Gap. I'm not sure. I have to look. Figure it out when I stop for my little potty break and whatnot break. Until then, peace out, guys. So it's like noontime. I stopped briefly because, like I said, I had to go to the bathroom and stuff. I had service, so I checked my phone and had a message saying try to get to some kind of shelter by 3 p.m. Because after that, it's supposed to open up and be really severe thunderstorms, I guess, with potential hail. And the Battelle shelter was 3 miles away from that spot. So it's still like 3 miles away. Lincoln Gap was 1.2. It's probably about a mile now. It's like 1,000 fucking feet of gain, and I know that's gonna slow me the hell down because that doesn't give me time to like stop and dick around. So I either have to see if maybe I get lucky and there's some kind of hiker in Lincoln Gap that can get me off the trail and get me somewhere safe, or get to Battelle before it dumps buckets on me. At least I have a couple of views before that. I do have a sunset ledge and then another ledge. But yeah, the weather's about to take a fucking turn out here for the next several days, where it's going to be mostly like scattered showers, scattered thunderstorms, all in the afternoon, which really leaves like the morning for hiking a few miles between shelters. So I might only be doing a 7-mile day because it might be shitty as fuck. I guess it is what it is. I really wanted to like stop at like the ledges possibly, enjoy the breeze and the views, but I think it's going to be a quick little stop, not really taking much of a break. Because I ain't got fucking time for that if I want to avoid the weather. Let's follow the herd path here. Oh, come on, I was doing so well. It's not overly squishy. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Fuck. Yeah, so now I'm like anxious because I'm trying to beat a fucking storm. Something I've never dealt with on trail. So, see what my service is at Sunset Ledge and look at the comments because I feel like there's trail angels that will actually come rescue me. Until later, guys. Here you go with the fucking ledges, man. Let's see what we got here. Oh my god. Oh, it's hot. Holy crap, that's beautiful. This spot over here, I can't tell. I put around here too long, but whew, that peak over there is like my next fucking mountain. I think it's Abraham. Hey, I'm not getting there today because of the weather that's supposed to be coming. And there's some gnarly looking clouds out there. Damn. Some strong fucking wind. Oh, it's pretty. Alright. See y'all later. Okay. So, I gotta hustle. I just sat at the ledges there and found a Airbnb listed on Far Out Guide. And they will come pick me up at Lincoln Gap and give me a place to stay. And yeah, it's gonna cost me like $200 freaking, but I'm not willing to not make it to shelter in time to ride out a storm of hail because I haven't had that experience yet and that scares the shit out of me. So, to be safe and smart, I'm gonna go get off the trail. The cool thing is, I gotta see what the stretch is from Lincoln Gap to App Gap, but they offer the slack pack where technically it's if you're doing 2 nights with them. I'm only gonna do 1, but they would have offered me a slack pack to go from Lincoln Gap to AppCap with just, my fucking food and water bottles, which would have been awesome because that's like day hiking and I'd probably cover so much more ground. But with the train, I'm afraid I wouldn't run on time or anything like that. So better to be smart about it. Plus, my budget's a little thin. I shouldn't even be doing this tonight, but I'm not risking my safety. So that's all she wrote for now. And those ledges are beautiful. See you later.